One of the best things that we can do for our campuses is to reduce electrical demand. Electrical demand is the peak consumption of electricity at any given time throughout the day. Our utilities typically look at this over a 15-minute period of time, and so that's the maximum amount of electricity that we're using at any one point. And so our electrical demand throughout the day increases as typically temperatures increase. And so we're running our chillers to cool our campuses, and the more chillers that we need to run, the more electricity that we're using. And so if you were to look at a graph of our electrical consumption on campus, it may look something like this. In the morning, it may be low. As the day warms up, we're using more and more energy for producing chilled water. And then later, as it starts to cool off, we're using less. And so we've got a very high peak here of electrical usage. Thermal energy storage can be done in a couple of different ways. Oftentimes we are using either chilled water, where we have a large storage tank that we run our chillers at night to cool this large volume of water, or we're making ice. And what we can do is in the daytime, instead of running chillers to satisfy our demand on campus for cooling, we can deploy the thermal energy that we have stored in our storage tanks. And what this allows us to do is to reduce the number of chillers that we're running in the daytime. Running less chillers means using less electricity, demanding less electricity from the utility. And so if we're approaching a peak period of time in the hot summer, we can start deploying our stored thermal energy, which would allow us to start turning off some of our chillers. So instead of reaching a peak up here, we would deploy the stored thermal energy, turning off some chillers, and only consuming maybe this much electricity instead. This will allow us to reduce our demand, flatten out that profile, and save a lot of money.